Hello, I'm İlhan Gerçek and this is my presentation for the programming assignment 3. I will first show my source code, then I will demonstrate how my game plays. I'm using IntelliJ IDEA as my IDE. And let's start with the object classes. Here's the Apple class, the block class, the player class, the spike class, and the terrain class. These all extend the game object class, which is here. I didn't modify anything in the game object class. And let's continue with the game engine. Here's our imports. Here are fields. Here's the start method. Here's the reset method. Here's the isInval method. Here's the start spawn method. And here's the update method. Horizontal movement, vertical movement. I will show all of this code here. Checking for spike collisions, handling apple collection, handling spawning, camera following the player, and the spike destroyer skill. And lastly, I have a custom method here to move an object. And this was all about my source code. And now I will demonstrate how the game is played. I will first show the contents of the current directory, as you can see. And now I will compile my game with javac start.java. And it is compiled. As you can see, there are now class files. And now I will run the game using Java Game Engine. And as you can see, the game window popped up. I will look at the requirements parts of the PDF file. And I will go one by one for all of them. Let's see. The player is able to move with W, A, D, and arrow keys. As you can see, I can move left, right, and I can jump using W, A, and D, and also with the arrow keys. I will show the spike destroyer skill right after these. The player and Apple animations run properly. As you can see, the player animation runs here and Apple animations run properly. The player cannot move outside of game boundaries. As you can see, I can't go left, and I will also show right. I collided with the spike there. And as you can see, I can't go right over the game boundary, so the player stays in boundaries. The player cannot pass through terrain or block objects. As you can see, I can't go past them. After jumping once, the player isn't able to jump again after landing. As you can see, I'm currently continuously pressing the W key, and the player jumps again after landing, not in the air. The horizontal movement speed is exactly 1 pixel per frame. As I showed in the source code, it's exactly 1 pixel per frame. Jumping uses gravity and velocity calculations, as I showed in the source code, and jump height is about 55 to 60 pixels. As you can see, I can go over blocks and trays, and every part in the map is reachable using jumping. As you can see, I can go anywhere in the map using jumping. Let's see. Every 3 seconds, 2 apples and a spike spawns. Let's wait. And 2 apples and a mountain spike spawned. And again, I will show it one more time. And again, every 3 seconds, a spawn event occurs. When an apple is collected, it's removed and the apple label is decremented by 1. As you can see, when I pick up apples, it gets removed and apple's label is decremented by 1. When 2 apples are collected, a random spike is removed and the score label increases by 1. I will reset the game and show it again. I picked up 1 apple, and when I picked the other apple, a random spike got removed and the score is increased by 1. I will show that again. As you can see, it happened again. Its score got increased by 1 and a random spike got removed. When I have 5 points and I press space key, I use the spike destroyer skill. I will show that again. I have 5 points now, and when I press the space button, my score got decreased by 5, and a random spike got destroyed. Apples can overlap, and they are collected independently. I think I showed that just before. Spikes only spawn on platforms, and apples spawn on air. As you can see, spikes on. Oh, and here's the apples can collide with each other, but collected independently. And apples spawn in the air. Spikes spawn on top of platforms. They all spawn in the game boundaries. If the player collides with a spike, the game resets. As you can see, I collided with a spike. I will show that again. There's a spike, and when I collide with it, the game is resetted. And error conditions are properly handled. There are no errors in the game. I think I showed everything about the game. And this was my presentation for programming assignment 3.